Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. Two very sort of famous YouTubers currently in the Let's Play horror game community on YouTube. And I'll say very famous only because of the amount of subscribers that they have and the amount of views that they have. Now the reason why I'm talking about them in this video is because not only are they two creators that I watch on basically a daily basis, but they're also two creators that have actually inspired me to do the content that I've been creating for these many years. And the type of content I'm talking about is horror game content and the way I edit videos, and also the type of edits and effects I put into my videos are all inspired by those two. Now don't get me wrong, those two have their flaws with editing and, well, actually not with editing because they don't actually edit their own videos. They've got editors of their own and I edit all of my videos. I could get an editor, but I have no money to pay them with, and I just like to edit all of my videos anyway, so. But you've read the title. I'm going to be sort of reviewing both Markiplier and Jacksepticeye's dark alter egos, aka Antisepticeye and Darkiplier. And the reason why I'm going to be reviewing them is because I'm not an expert on horror, of course, but I feel like I've got enough sort of knowledge on how to deliver horror in the right way. So here we currently have Markiplier, or should I say Darkiplier, and here we have him sort of like fading into the video. It's just this. And one thing I like about this is that because Markiplier is usually a let's player of playing games and having commentary over those games, you'd think that maybe you would see a video of him just doing the normal thing. But because in this video you can see him clearly just there, but he's not doing anything, saying anything, he's just sitting there, looking in the distance. And he's just constantly looking in the distance, like nothing else is happening. You can see the fan happening right behind him, but nothing else is happening. He's just sitting there. Now, what I like about this is that it sort of goes along with the uncanny valley type of feeling, where you're used to seeing something like an animation or a video, and you're just used to seeing someone say something or do something in that video. You're used to seeing things happening on like a daily basis. So then when someone like Markiplier or like Jacksepticeye maybe, when they make a video of themselves doing absolutely nothing, staring up into the distance, it makes you feel uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable, because you're wondering, what's happening? What's wrong? What's happening with Markiplier? Why is he acting all strange? Is he okay? Like, that is the whole feeling of the uncanny valley, even with Markiplier. And he's just constantly staring into the distance, not even cracking a smile or even moving his head that much. He's just staying still. Now, this, I mean, you could easily just, I don't know, make like a, how do I say this? You could easily make a video of you just sitting completely still, but you're not moving. That's like a still image. Like if I do it right now. That was me sitting still, but it wasn't even a still image. But if I did this, that would be a still image of me just sitting there doing absolutely nothing. The fact that he's able to actually do that, sit still, do nothing, say nothing, and sort of don't pull like a face, like a smile, or like pull any face really. It's kind of acting in a very suspicious way. And this is how it all starts. Oh, you know what? That kind of scared me a little bit. Now he's actually looking at the camera, and this makes it even more uncomfortable. Because, like, at first you're thinking, like, what is he thinking about whilst he's staring into the distance? But now that he's actually looking straight at the camera, it would make you think so many other different things. Like, why is he looking straight at me? Like, what, have I done something wrong? What is happening? What is going through this person's mind? Just the fact that he just stares at you is so uncomfortable. It's really, really uncomfortable. When I first saw this, I liked it, but also didn't like it. Because I've already seen this video. I mean, this video is called Darkiplier Moments 2012 to 2020, and it's about an hour and 10 minutes long. I've already seen the video, so I know what happens, but I'm only doing this to sort of review what Markiplier has done with the whole horror vibe with his alter ego, Darkiplier, and comparing it to how Jacksepticeye has done his alter ego, Antisepticeye, and how he has delivered the horror vibe throughout his content. Now, because I've already seen this video, the next part that happens, I'm not a big fan of, because if you watch really closely, that happens. Now, I can understand that some people may find this particular smile, like, extremely uncomfortable and creepy, but I feel like if he took that smile out and just left the video completely with what happened and took that smile out, it would have been a little bit more effective. Maybe having that smile there is way more effective, but I think to some people, including me, it's not really that effective. And the way he's just going towards the camera, I don't know. I mean, it's still creepy. Like, I'll give it that, it's still creepy, but it's not...
Okay, alright, enough of that.
Yeah, it's not as creepy or uncomfortable as not smiling and just looking straight at the camera, or even looking into the distance. So, and then we've got this. Yeah, we're not going to look at it. Okay, so this part I really liked, and let's have a look at what this part has. I like the eerie music behind, because you know what, I've been trying to find the eerie music that Markiplier used for this, but either it's just completely vanished off of the face of the earth, or it's part of like a horror music compilation thing on YouTube. I can't find it. No matter how hard I try, I cannot find it. I've even tried Shazamming the music, and if you don't know what Shazamming is, it's, well, you're using like an app on your phone, and the app listens to the music and tells you where that music is from. So I tried using Shazam. It's given me absolutely nothing. So, but the music is still really, really good though. I mean, you can even see the Markiplier in the sort of background, the sort of, and the blood's dripping from his eyes. It's this sort of subtlety is what I like. You can just see him in the foreground, just staring at you. See, look, staring at you, not smiling or anything, just staring at you, and eerie music in the background, and you have a little tiny Markiplier in the background, and it's sort of transparent, but not completely opaque, which adds to the subtlety of the horror vibe. Hang on a minute, hang on. Did he just blink? No, I don't think he blinked. You know, it's weird. With this camera quality, which was back in 2012, it's because of how the quality of the camera looks, it sometimes looks like you're blinking, but you're not. Because of it's weird how when the cameras looked like, I don't know, bad quality back then, and you've got your sort of face full screen, the image quality sort of shifts in a way that makes your face look like it's actually moving when your face isn't moving. And then it makes me think that he blinked even though he didn't. Oh, I didn't think they would jump scare me. Now this one I'm actually a really big fan of. You can hear the sort of breathing in the background and the eerie music as well, but you can also see the video blur a bit, and you can also see something in the background. Like, hang on, if we go back, it's like someone's actually, hang on. That could actually be Markiplier watching Markiplier. I never thought of that. But the way that someone is just watching him. Oh my god, this is one of the most uncomfortable videos ever made, honestly. And then... okay, in this one I don't mind that he's smiling, because with this video, I know that like the video was basically just made for fun, to scare people. I know that because I know what Markiplier is like right now. He just makes things to, you know, have fun with the projects and makes them to scare people. But with this video, what I can sort of infer is that you've got someone there that's watching Markiplier, and because he's been watching Markiplier has to like really act like he's having fun, so that's why he has to put on this very pretend smile all the time, because if he does not smile all the time, then it means that something is completely wrong. See, something like that would make you feel uncomfortable, and that's what this scene just screams. Okay, so this one I'm not a big fan of, but you know what, let's just skip to another one. So this part, if I remember correctly, is actually alright. So let's take a look and listen.
The October of Terror is over. You're safe now. Go home.
Why the hell am I getting jump scared? By a fucking Markiplier video.
But remember, terror never ends.
Okay, so that's a little bit loud and very Slendery, which, you know, makes sense for 2012 when Slender came out. But that one, it's not bad, but it's not like very great either. I do feel like the earlier ones were a little bit more effective than that one, only because I feel like the voice was a little tiny bit too loud, and also the scares were a little bit too loud as well. I mean, you know, they're sort of jump scare sounds, aren't they? So I guess they're okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm done with this video. Now, that part, I fucking loved, honestly, because you've got the gameplay there. You've got Markiplier playing a game as a normal Let's Play, and then that just happens. that stuff I absolutely love, because you could just easily make like a glitch happen, but to make a glitch happen but also make it like really creepy and terrifying, that's one of the most hardest parts. Because throughout my time of editing videos, like one thing I'm still trying to like perfect is the delivering the horror, because I'm still trying to like, you know, make, you know, glitches happen here and there to like deliver the horror and stuff, but as an editor, yeah, it's very difficult to try and deliver like really good horror when you're playing a game, and I do sometimes feel like I am doing it correctly, but sometimes I feel like oh my god, I completely failed with that one, and hopefully next time I'll get it right. But I just think the art of horror is not expecting it, because if you're expecting it, then it's not going to be very horror at all, is it? The whole point of horror is to like not expect it and like be and feel very uncomfortable about it. If you can make your audience feel a level of uncomfortableness, I don't even know if that's a word, then I think you have done horror right. I mean, if you've done it so correct that like the audience felt so uncomfortable that they've just, I don't know, completely disliked the video or unsubscribed or like have had nightmares for weeks, you may need to turn it down a little bit, because you've done a little bit too far.
It's a simple mechanic. Ooh, the box! I found the box. Box.
Yep, here's another one. So we've got that face again. Now this I absolutely loved, because you could obviously see from the gameplay that he was playing a horror game that had this sort of crate in it, and the fact that this whole animation is actually playing, it makes me think that someone actually made an animation of that game and maybe made it just for this video to give it, like, I don't know, some... I have no idea. Let's just keep watching. It's still... The animation was really good, and sometimes I do need to actually get into animation and hopefully make something. Okay, so going forward in time, this is probably like, I don't know, 2019, maybe 2020. Actually, no, maybe 2018. I can't remember when this video was made, but this was a part of a video sort of series thingy that Markiplier did called A Date with Markiplier. But this part happened, which I actually liked.
You want some popcorn? Oh, it's starting.
Yep, he's gone. Now I really like this effect where like the outline of the video is sort of repeating itself, and you're constantly zooming out. I love that effect.
I've been waiting a long time to see you again.
This is what happens when you give a creator so much creative control, because like Darkiplier coming out of his shell in a way. Because think of it like Markiplier is like the persona of his own YouTube persona, and Darkiplier is just that one tiny piece of broken part of Markiplier. So now Darkiplier has come out of his shell and revealing his true broken self. Maybe. Now let's just go on to Jacksepticeye, because I've spent a little bit way too long on Markiplier's one. So let's look at how Jacksepticeye delivers his Antisepticeye self. How's the volume? I think it's fine.
Dead bodies, you hide behind the curtain. You're not allowed to see the dead bodies. No one's allowed to see the dead bodies.
That one's fine. It's a good sort of first impression of the whole Antisepticeye sort of thing. It's not bad.
You Jacksepticeye! Why do you call yourself Jack if your name is Sean? It's because we have split personalities. No, we don't. Yes, we do. Stop telling them that. Shut up! You try getting some damn sleep with that going on inside your head all the time. Who's Sean? Just...
Yeah, that's what happens when you have a lot of energy. Good old Sean. Okay, so all of this stuff, which is Five Nights at Freddy's sister location, is just, well, Jacksepticeye playing the game, obviously, but it's gonna have like a lot of things happening in his face cam.
Like dancing. Let's give her some motivation. Press the red button to cheer up with a
See, there you go. Like it just happens in his face cam.
Here, zap. Because if anything, I've seen people getting tased. Don't tase me, bro.
Okay, so let's have a look at where is it? Oh, actually, let's look at Say Goodbye, which is what Jacksepticeye did with revealing his sort of Antisepticeye self.
God, this is going to get dangerous. Right, so what you're going to...
Okay, so I don't mind the whole like glitchiness of the camera, but well, at the moment I don't mind the glitchiness of the camera, but soon I'm gonna talk about this in a moment. Yeah, the glitchiness of the camera is okay, but I feel like there's a bit too much. Like I feel like there's not enough subtlety.
Gets them motivated, gets them ready to be chopped up into bits. Oh, the smell of this is making me feel well. What the?
Okay, so that part was okay.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
And then of course you see Antisepticeye there.
Oh, God.
Whoa! I didn't see that. Hang on a minute. Let's just go back. What was that? Hang on. Whoa. Okay, do you see that over there on the left? I never noticed that. That's pretty cool. It's got like a shadow there. Okay.
Oh, God. There! The pumpkin is... Oh! Pumpkin's all cleaned out. Time to die! What they call you, Gerald?
Right, okay, so
2 eyes out!
where's the one I'm trying to talk about? Or is it not going to... Wait, hang on.
I swear to God, I'm hearing something.
I like that because you could hear stomping around, and that's another piece of subtlety that he did.
That is fucking freaking me out.
But
So
still,
the last thing you want to do is get...
okay, so this is where like Antisepticeye comes out properly, but I'm just not a big fan of like how little subtlety there is or how much camera glitchiness there is. I mean, I know that he's a big fan of Five Nights at Freddy's and how the camera glitches out there, and to be fair, I mean, I'm a fan of that too. I feel like there's a bit too much. Like, you need to sort of balance it out. You know what? If Markiplier and Jacksepticeye actually watches this video, I would be super surprised. I would be super surprised. Now, I know that I said I would be reviewing both Markiplier's and Jacksepticeye's alter ego sort of setup, but this time I'm actually going to be looking at my own videos and see how I sort of did my own alter ego then. Okay, so this is a video that I made, like, wait, hang on a minute, when did I make it? 2017, right, okay, yeah, I made this video in 2017, so let's take a look at what I did. You want to talk to me? Close the door behind you. Okay, sure. Now sit down. Oh, okay. Must admit, I did like how I did this video. Took quite a bit of time, if I must say. And I like the camera shots as well. Different camera shots make it look like a movie when it's not actually a movie, or a short film, sorry. Do you know why I summoned you at this hour? Well, Well, your message said something about your channel, somewhat, oh yeah, dying. Oh yeah, the humour that I put into this. But you know what, let's just go ahead and, where is it? Aha, it's over here. Right, let's see what I did with my alter ego, which was called Telsey, but since ICLT is gone now, can't use Telsey anymore because Telsey was basically backwards for ICLT, because TLCI, Telsey. So yeah. You mean that? Yes, of course I mean that. Well,
You shouldn't have done that.
what have I done now?
You should not have kept your mind open for me to come out in such a perfect time of the year.
Why? Because it's October. What's so f***ing special about October anyway?
Oh, you'll see very, very soon.
You're in the room now, so why not just kill me now?
Because I am not done just yet.
How do you mean exactly? Okay, I have to admit the acting is a little tiny bit bad. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm like, you know, a good actor in any way, but I can tell when acting is a tiny bit bad in this, and the delivery of Telsey was not that great either, because when you have like two people talking to each other, one is light, one is dark, and you know, like God, devil, and stuff like that. I don't know. I feel as if because I did it this way, like having a dark alter ego is not scary in this way because it's just part of like a short film in a way. It was part of a sketch. So I feel like I should have done it a different way. And that different way I mean is having the dark version talk directly to the camera rather than directly to the other person. So
Just remember not to scream, otherwise people may get suspicious.
okay, you are creeping me the out. Stop it right now. I'm not entirely sure why I decided to take out the swearing though, because everyone's an adult. I mean, yes, if you're trying to be professional or whatever, then you don't swear, but I swear like all the time in my videos. I'm not gonna stop because swearing expresses how you really feel. It's like your genuine feeling of what you're doing or what you're playing. So, and I want to try and be as genuine as I possibly can when playing games or when making these videos.
Shall I leave you now?
That would indeed be nice of you.
Too bad. You are not the one making the rules now.
Well, I kinda am. You see, I am the real ICOT.
Yes. Yes, you are. But soon, that title will belong to me.
Aren't we both pretty much the same person?
Yes, but I am more powerful.
I love I love how like I was like I am more powerful. I went into the sort of American accent by accident. I was meant to say I am more powerful, not I am more powerful. God, I can't remember if I went into that American accent like pretty quick.
Prove it then. Arm wrestle. Here we go.
I am not in the specific mood.
Arm wrestle.
And then I kind of treated my dark alter ego as like a joke. Oops. Okay, so this is actually one of the videos I made kind of recently, but not really recently. I think this was made back in October of last year, to be fair. So let's take a look at how I handled the current version of the dark alter ego.
What did you do that for?
I simply did what was meant to be done.
I told them not to send you for this reason exactly.
The deal is done. If you do not stop complaining, the same treatment will be applied.
I mean, I do like how I done my version, having like a very dark voice for it and having eerie sort of music in the background as well and having a vignette around the video. And kind of hiding my face a little bit. I just feel as if I have accidentally done the horror version of my dark alter ego a bit wrong, and I take full responsibility for doing this sort of mistake, and if I could do it all again, I would, but I don't regret doing anything I've done. I just kind of regret delivering my horror version in this way, because I could have done it so much better. Well, at least he got what he deserved for being the murderer he is.
What are you talking about?
He's the person that murdered all those people. Is he not?
I think you got the wrong memo. He's not a murderer. Simply just a content creator.
Okay, so that's just going to be enough of me reviewing my own content. So after all, since I've reviewed Markiplier's Darkiplier and Jacksepticeye's Antisepticeye, and also kind of, not comparing them to my videos, but I just thought to review my videos anyway, because why not? But comparing those two, I feel like Darkiplier did it better in the beginning. I'm not saying that Jacksepticeye didn't do it good, because, I mean, his audience liked what he'd done anyway. I just feel like what Markiplier did with his Darkiplier was more effective in the beginning, and it's still quite effective now, but it was more effective in the beginning. Probably because of the camera quality, but it was definitely more effective, and it was a bit more creepy and
Uncomfortable and unsettling in the beginning.
still can be unsettling now, just not as much. But it just all goes under the expectancy, doesn't it? If you expect it, then it's not going to be like surprising or unsettling. You have to do it in a way that is just completely unexpected. So that's going to be my video on this. To be fair, I literally just had this idea today, so I didn't really think it through as much as I have with other videos. So I apologize if this was very long and a little bit over the place, because this is the first time I just thought of an idea and just went with it. But next time, hopefully I'll actually have like a little bit of a plan to maybe go with. But thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.